Hey YouTube, Dailyshoefrenzy here, bringing you the Jordan 1 High, I almost said lows, Shadows 2.0. This is a size 12. I got a couple of pair in. Got one that was canceled, size 4.5. I wish it would have came through. But yeah, this is 12. The materials look nice. I didn't even open up the other boxes to look at them. Like I said, I usually don't. This is the left shoe, size 12. So I got a 12, 9, and 2 7s. So, I mean, it'd be nice to have that 4.5, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. This is a clean looking shoe. It's clean. Really clean. I mean, the materials you can see. No imperfections that I could see. I mean, I had them since, what's today? Today is May 22nd. I've had them since, when did these come in? I'm gonna say Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Saturday, I'm shooting this, so I didn't get a chance to shoot the video, and there's nothing going on today as far as drops. Even though sneakers just did a shock drop for the Jordan 1, University Blues, and I think the Shadows 2.0 took an L on both of them. So on to the next one as far as that's concerned. Until Monday when the P rides, I don't know. I've seen a couple of videos on it. I haven't really been focused. I know it's kind of going to be a dry week till the Yeezys next weekend, but I'll get into that in a moment. Like I said, and it comes with obviously the black laces and then the extra gray laces. This is the right shoe. Like I said, it's a clean looking sneaker. I should bust the other ones open just to make sure there's no imperfections. Much I could do about it anyway. All of those are going to Flight Club. I don't like the prices on Go. I set my price and no one's come close. Not close. It says I'm 15% away from a sale, but on Elias, so I'm not even bothering. I'm going on vacation, so I'm sending those to Flight Club, so I don't gotta bother just in case I catch a sale while I'm on vacation. Even though Elias does have a vacation mode, I'd like to make my money back. I'm not a person that likes to hold. So why did I pre-post these ads? The size 12 was shipping tax. I want to say 191. Was it 170 originally? Tax in New York is crazy, so I want to say it was that. Books downstairs with all my pricing, but. And then the GS size is the 2 7, so the 7 and 9, what was it, 185? I don't know, something like that. 185, 191. Usually it's like 191 when the shoe is like 170, which I believe these were. And then the GS pairs were, I think 151 or 154, something like that after tax, no shipping. So I was thinking, what was I at? I think on the GS sizes I was at 260. And then after the fees and all that, I think it was gonna be like 210, 215. So, $50, $60 on a GS. The men's pair was, I think I had those upwards of 300. So I was looking at like 260. So only $60, give or take, $60, $65, somewhere in that ballpark, that I was gonna get back. But everybody's got their own opinions, buy, sell, holds. I'm not a hold person. So I want to get in with the shoe, cop them, cop as many as I can without getting a lot of cancels, obviously. And then sell them. Yeah, if you hold them for a year, you get your money back. But once again, I did this breakdown a couple videos ago. If you're paying, I use a prepaid card, so I use a firm, so I pay up front. Well, not up front, but I got a set price on what the money I borrow against. I know what it's going to be. If I borrow $500, they hit me with the interest charge, which is usually like $10. It's going to be $510. Then you do your breakdown on how much you're going to pay each month. Over, what do they do? 3 months? They think they do 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months, I want to say, as the payback plan. So if you're borrowing 510, not that this is math class, but if you're borrowing 510, you could split that up over, those 3 to 6 months. 3 months is going to be whatever that's going to be, $175 or whatever that's going to come out to. Over those next 3 months, probably more than that, probably 2 something. Yeah, somewhere around there, whatever, figure it out. But that's just how it works. But now if I use a firm, and which I did for these. I think I did a $900 card. It was like $930 or something like that. Now I need to send them a payment. I got a month to send them the first payment, and I usually do, I think I do 6 months, which came out to like $140 a month, I think, or something like that. Don't math check me, but something like that it came out to be. I usually pick 6 months, and usually before then, obviously, I've sold the sneakers, so I then just pay the whole card off. But now if you're doing that year hold thing and you're using credit cards, for the most part, everybody's using credit cards. I mean, unless you're holding up your bank accounts. You got to pay that interest every month. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, everybody tells you I made $50, $60, $70, $80 off a shoe, but did you really? Because when you break down the interest, you didn't make that money off a shoe. I made 120. No, you didn't, because you paid interest for all those months. So in actuality, you think that's why people don't stay in the game long, because either, not even just sneakers, just reselling. Because that interest accumulates. You do that off enough pair of shoes, you're losing money. You'll figure that out because you won't have any money in the long run. So that's why I don't do that year hold, 6 months hold. Like I said, these are going to Flight Club. All of them, the 12, the 9, and the 2 7s are going to Flight Club. I'm going to set my price. That's why I usually don't go too crazy with my prices either, because I don't want my shoes sitting. Now, I know everybody's getting these in, so that's going to, devalue the price a little bit. So hopefully the price goes back up. That's another thing. I don't want to get stuck with no shoes. So I like to just move them, whatever. If I get the high, I get the high. Like I had those Jordan 1, the trophy rooms. I sold mine for $3,500. Every once in a while I go on Elias and check, because that's why I sold it. And I think right now a size 13 is like, I want to say $2,600. So now if I would have held those out, and what I originally did was have my price at $4,000. I was like, yeah, I don't got a good feeling with this. I don't got a good feeling. Let me do my $3,500. So it took about 2 days. Somebody met that price. Boom, go. Now, whatever that came out months later, I checked that. The last I checked that, like I said, it was at $2,600. Now, if I held that shoe, wait out for the $4,000, it may eventually get to $4,000. I only paid $190 or whatever for the shoe because I hit on sneakers. But now I'm accumulating interest. I think I bought that off with probably not a firm, off of my regular credit card. I'm paying that interest every month on that. So now, yeah, I'm going to make a killing on a shoe like that, but that's not going to happen with a shoe like this. So you're not making, $3,000, $4,000, $2,000, $1,000 off a pair. Now, if you got a pair of shoes like that, then fine, because then you're going to make your money. Yeah, it's going to cut into your profit. But if you got just a regular shoe like this, you're going to make $50, $60, $70 off of. It's not worth the hold. If you got, 20 of them and you want to sell 15 of them and hold 5, then okay, because then off the profit, you're going to make your money back and be able to pay back what you owe. But other than that, no, to me. So that's just me, just a quick math lesson on that buy, and then hold method. That's why I sort of quick flip them, depending on the pricing and everything else like that, as I said. But most of my stuff is get them, turn them back around, A lot of people say, oh, you lost money, you should hold it. And I explained every time, and people just don't get it. And then you never hear from them again. If the price never goes up, you never hear from them. If the price goes up, somebody sends you a screenshot. You know what I mean? So that's always funny to me. But anyway, this video is long enough. What do we got coming out? Monday, like I said, what the Paul P. Rod. Monday, as far as I know, sneakers still got those. Like I said, caught 2 L's this morning, quick and easy, off of sneakers. Only thing I saw that caught my eye was the Yeezy slides next week, which I'll be traveling, so that'll be fun. I might have to get some slots for go all out with the slots on those. Other than that, I don't think nothing's coming out. It's been a dry week. I figured, I didn't have no inside information. I figured sneakers would do a drop because it's going to be dry. So you might see a couple, probably not a couple. I mean, holiday weekend on Monday, you may see a shock drop because I don't think any sneakers are coming out like that in the next week or so. So I'm sure they got some stock that they would like to get rid of and move. Also, what are we in? We're in Q2. So each quarter, these sneakers, especially publicly traded companies, they got to make their books look good. So you got to think about that aspect too when you're thinking about sneakers and stuff like that for publicly traded companies, not to get into stocks and all that other stuff. But that's something else to keep an eye out for. But until then, on to the next one.